Short-term rentals have undeniably become a major force in the global tourism industry, reshaping how people travel. But they have also caused significant ripples in the real estate market, spurred a nationwide housing crisis, and presented unforeseen challenges for both hosts and platforms. What started as a novel alternative to traditional hotels, exemplified by Airbnb, is now undergoing a fundamental transformation. Welcome back to the Finance Homefront with me, Bev, and today we will dive into the fascinating world of short-term rentals, where the travel industry meets real estate in a whirlwind of change. The roots of the short-term rental phenomenon can be traced back to Airbnb, founded by Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia. Their foray into this innovative concept began with the idea of renting out a spare room, equipped with an air mattress, to conference attendees in a sold-out city. This seemingly modest endeavor laid the groundwork for Airbnb's remarkable ascent to prominence, as it grew to a global giant, valued even higher than established hotel chains like Hilton and Wyndham. The initial allure of Airbnb was its novel proposition of providing homeowners with a unique opportunity to monetize their properties. While traditional roommate arrangements had been around for some time, Airbnb enabled homeowners to open their doors to travelers willing to pay significantly more than long-term tenants. The appeal extended beyond the extra income. It was the flexibility of hosting short-term guests that proved irresistible. Hosts could tap into a global market, effortlessly handle payments through the platform, implement rating systems to encourage responsible behavior, and retain control over booking arrangements according to their preferences. Over time, however, the landscape of short-term rentals underwent a dramatic shift. Hosts soon realized they could maximize their earnings by transforming their properties into exclusive accommodations, shifting away from the idea of sharing a spare room to offering entire living spaces to guests. Some hosts even transitioned into full-time property management, essentially adopting the role of hotel managers for their properties. In tourism hotspots, real estate professionals began offering property management services, overseeing short-term rentals, handling bookings, and charging higher fees to reflect the more lucrative nature of short-term rental income. The rise in the popularity of short-term rentals led to oversaturation in certain markets, making it increasingly challenging for hosts to secure consistent bookings. While the financial incentives remained appealing, the constant influx of guests necessitated frequent property cleanings, increasing the workload of hosts. Yet, for many property owners, especially those with residences located in or around cities and tourist destinations, the promise of higher returns with minimal effort outweighed any potential drawbacks. This trend led to the emergence of what some have referred to as the Airbnb barons. These entrepreneurial property owners specifically designed their properties to minimize maintenance efforts. They incorporated features such as keyless entry systems and easy-to-clean surfaces, creating accommodations with a focus on efficiency. Airbnb's tremendous success had a double-edged effect. While it created a market that experienced rapid growth, the overexpansion, coupled with hosts' pursuit of higher returns with less effort, led to a disruptive and chaotic industry. Moreover, the additional income generated by short-term rentals allowed property owners to qualify for more home loans, further driving investment in real estate and intensifying the housing crisis. The adverse effects of this expansion began to manifest in several ways. As property owners pivoted toward the short-term rental market, long-term rentals become scarcer and more costly, exacerbating a housing crisis in certain areas. The financial benefit that had once attracted homeowners and investors to short-term rentals was now seen as less appealing, prompting some to contemplate selling their properties instead. The heightened demand for short-term rentals inflated housing costs, adversely affecting those who couldn't compete with short-term rental hosts. In response to this challenge, many cities introduced policies to restrict the numbers of short-term rentals and imposed additional taxes on unregistered hotels. Some cities even went further by outright banning short-term rentals, unless hosts obtained the same licensing as traditional hotels, making it prohibitively expensive to continue operating as before. In addition, homeowners associations and communities began resisting short-term rentals due to security concerns, disruptive parties, and the transient nature of short-term guests. To compound matters, the ongoing housing crisis prompted government intervention and the introduction of policies that restricted short-term rentals and imposed fines on hosts who failed to comply. Consequently, Airbnb found itself embroiled in numerous legal battles worldwide, expending significant resources to defend its right to operate. Furthermore, traditional hotel chains adapted to compete with Airbnb by offering apartment-style accommodations that provided more space and affordability than traditional hotel rooms. These semi-serviced apartments combined the consistency of hotel chains with the comfort of an Airbnb-like experience, offering a compelling value proposition for many travelers. Airbnb's once competitive pricing advantage began to erode as the platform evolved into a premium service. Airbnb struggled to regulate hosts who set unrealistic guest expectations, including strict cleaning requirements and excessive cleaning fees. This tarnished the platform's reputation, prompting some guests to explore alternatives. The rise of competitors and the erosion of its unique value proposition further strained Airbnb's market position. Established travel platforms such as TripAdvisor, Booking.com, and Expedia launched their short-term rental services, while Airbnb's profit model faced increased scrutiny due to high fees. These factors posed a significant threat to Airbnb's market dominance. Airbnb's brand and name recognition have been critical to its success. However, its reliance on these aspects as a primary competitive edge made it vulnerable to competition from other platforms offering better services and lower fees. Airbnb's primary sources of revenue, host and service fees, have become contentious, especially in the face of increasing competition from both established travel companies and local property management agencies. Short-term rentals have evolved from an innovative concept into a $100 billion market that has disrupted traditional tourism and housing markets. While they initially offered an enticing proposition for both hosts and guests, the rapid expansion and changing dynamics of the industry have created challenges for all involved parties. Airbnb, once the industry leader, faces heightened competition, legal battles, and increasing regulatory restrictions, threatening its market dominance. As the short-term rental market continues to evolve, it remains to be seen how these challenges will impact its future. Now, here's a question for you. Have you ever had an unforgettable experience, be it good or bad, with a short-term rental? Share your stories in the comments below. We'd love to hear them. And if you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on more fascinating content, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for more exciting explorations of trending financial topics. See you next time!